Hello, everyone, and welcome to Friday evening. My name is Sean. This is my stream. So, tonight, they've updated Minecraft and they've put a big dang guy in it. I would like to go and find him, but out of concern that is too boring, we are going to consult with an AI to find out if there are any gimmicks, flourishes, restrictions, or formats we can stick on the stream. Just to spice it up. Just for flavour. Kank? Am I low? Am I low? Am I low? Is this alright? Is this better? Hello, Killian. Hello, Pete and Orlise. Hello, Disconnected Dan. And it is a nice t-shirt. It's Ben Montero. Everything I wear is reversed, but it's a very nice t-shirt. Good. Closer to my mouth, and I've turned up the gain. You can even see the gain here. Yeah. So we're gonna go into Minecraft. We're gonna look for the new warden, but before we do that, we're gonna ask an AI, how should we play? What is the ideal Minecraft stream? And let's crack straight in. Before we go in, we need to establish what are our ground rules, what do we want from the AI. One of the big ones is, are we treating the AI as gospel, or are we allowing the AI to generate a lot of ideas and we pick our favourite? Should we reverse in the direction of your hair parting in my mind? Yes, reverse everything, but only across this axis. Do not imagine me reversed on this axis, as you will be very far off the mark. What am I saying? Sorry, I'm just imagining what that would be. I'll just be upside down, I think, wouldn't I? Just be upside down. Do we want to treat the AI as gospel, or do we want to let the AI generate stuff? Let's just do a poll. I always welcome distraction. I love it. Don't always deal amazingly with it. How will we interpret the AI responses? The AI is gospel. The AI is more of a idea generator. Veto AI, if you like. Then there's get lots of ideas and vote. Change the and for an ampersand. What other possible ways could you approach it? The AI's gospel is we just ask the AI the perfect question and get the perfect stream. Veto, if you like, is we just talk to it until it gives us a good idea. Get lots of ideas and then vote on them is we just talk to it until we've got a spread, 3 or 5 ideas. Yeah, this is like the major options I can think of. And actually, while I'm running the poll, I can't see the chat, so...
I have to come clean. My brain is utterly fucked.
Thank you very much for the sub, Saint
Ask
Loud.
the AI what it wants you to do.
That is, I mean, I think in all of the poll results we will do that. How about if a limited number of vetoes? That could be good. That could be good. If it lands on vetoes, we can specify how many through another poll. Might not be Oracle. I know that the chat historically has always chosen the chaotic and most... not necessarily vindictive, because vindictive feels like they want me to suffer, but actually I just think they want what the worst idea is, and then when I'm suffering they feel bad, which is a kind of moral lesson that has never really sunk in. 3 minutes was way too long for this. It was, however, the default. I didn't think to overcome it. Get lots of ideas and vote. Could be the best stream. The funniest interaction with the AI is that whatever it comes up with is absolutely gospel. The problem is with that is the following stream that then might have to follow on from that might be awful. Just I don't mean like when I say that I think some people are rubbing their hands together, imagine me suffering screaming at the computer, smashing my keyboard, yelling at the sky, and howling at my neighbours. But in reality, I think it could be just interminable. An interminable cube-shaped slog. We don't want that. The AI is here supposed to zhuzh up, to spritz some flavour on the stream. AI is not supposed to ask the AI if you want to change what. So, like, if we treat the AI like it's a god, you could just ask God to re-roll. Can you re-roll the commandments? Disconnected Dan. Did Moses twist when he got the commandments? No, he's stuck. And he got a perfect 21. Apart from not worshipping graven idols, I think we should be allowed to do that. I do worship graven images all the time. I don't think I've worshipped anything other than a graven image. He didn't keep the first commandments. What are you talking about? Well, Gopherwood wasn't... Hang on. Gopherwood? Are we talking about Noah? We're talking about Noah now, aren't we? I think we're mixing apples and oranges here. He broke them and got new ones. What are we talking about? Did Moses save scum? Hang on. Moses broke the commandments and got new ones. What are we talking about here? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he did. Okay, here we are. We're going to get lots of ideas and then vote on them. When Moses approached the camp and saw the calf and the dancing, his anger burned, and he threw the tablets out of his hands, breaking them to pieces at the foot of the mountain. Yeah, but I think they still say the same thing. It's just two copies of the same commandments. This rings a Catholic bell. The scribes can rewrite commandments. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I never should have brought this back into the realm of theology. It doesn't matter what Moses did. I'm not bound by Moses. I'm not here to replicate Moses' behaviour. And that's always been the case. That's always been the case. How did it write some stuff? I mean, I would. But I'd put in some stuff that's really obviously in my favour. Be nice to Moses. Pay Moses a little tithe as a treat. Yeah, do you like this? Like this little car? It's very nice. Do you know? I tell you what's not a sin. What, do you want to see a bit of my radiator? Not bad. That's just for you guys. That's just for you guys. What happened again? Don't get used to it. It's not a sin to be beautiful. It's not a sin. Yet. Okay, let's see what the AI has to say. So we are going to ask the AI what should happen in the Minecraft stream. Thank you so much, Oracle. That's what I need to hear. That's what every boy likes to hear now and then. No one ever says I'm beautiful. Can we change the AI model? I don't think we should. Let's stick to the one that actually can consistently write hero responses. So what's our first question? What is our first question? What is our purpose? Oh, and one rule is, look, I'm looking for the warden, and I want to find the warden. So if whatever the AI says is in conflict with our top priority, which is find the warden, what biome should we live in? So we're making a whole series of rules. And also, we're not coming back to the AI. So everything we need from the AI has to come now, and then we're going to go. I think rather than... in what manner ought I to play the video game Minecraft if I want to have a consistently interesting time with... No. If I want to minimize repetitive downtime. Minimize repetitive downtime. Minimize downtime. What do I mean by downtime? I just mean like the boring stuff. If I want to minimize... No, if I want to ensure the experience is consistently interesting for a third party. Should probably find out what's sinful. That's not a bad idea. This is my first question I'm asking the AI. In what manner ought I to play the video game Minecraft if I want to ensure the experience is consistently interesting for a third party? It's having a big think. Oh no, that was just a line break. Now it's going. Is it? Submit. Okay, now it's going. The best way to ensure that a third party has a consistently interesting experience.
I have to come clean. My brain is utterly fucked.
Egg.
Egg. Thank you, Beth. The best way to ensure that a third party has a consistently interesting experience while playing Minecraft is to play the game with them, giving them guidance and advice as needed. Playing the game together will allow you to keep the game interesting for them, as well as giving the opportunity to bond and have fun together. I think that's assuming that I'm the third party. So I think he hasn't really understood. Let's re-roll that. Let's regenerate a response. Yeah, I think you guys giving me guidance is presumed. Just get rid of it and regen. There is no one definitive answer to this question. Some possible suggestions include ensuring there's a variety of content in the game, keeping the gameplay challenging but not too difficult, and providing regular updates and new content to keep them fresh. Yes, that is assuming that I'm a game dev. Okay, let's try again. That's we got nothing from that. Yes, you're right. Killian, we can ask it for a world seed, but that's fine.
Warning, a F alarm is in effect. High alert, an F alarm is currently in effect. Warning, a F alarm is in effect. High alert, an F alarm is currently...
Okay, you've got my attention. What do you need? What are you telling me? What is this F alarm for? The egg is silent. Understood. Let me think. Okay, keep egging, and I'll work out why egg is silent. I know. I can fix egg. This was because we did an Ableton stream last time, so it's set to some Ableton settings. Egg will now be normal. Egg? Egg. Egg is correct. And now I will write in the question. How do I have a laugh while streaming the video game Minecraft? Minecraft to an audience Egg. With non-overlapping interests. Okay, my question is, how do I have a laugh while streaming the video game Minecraft to an audience with non-overlapping interests? You can try playing Minecraft with mods that add in wacky or humorous elements, or look for servers that are known for being particularly funny or light-hearted. You could also try streaming other games that are known for being funny, like Overcooked or Human Fall Flat. Finally, you can try to engage your audience in funny conversations in between gameplay. It's good advice, just good general advice for streaming. Are you saving these answers in case there is need to refer to the rules? These are not, well, yes, fine. I'll make a log of all these. So the first rule was What was the first thing it said? It said, play with other people and give them guidance. I feel like I want to put non-applicable. Then there's, there is no one definitive answer. Then there's, add mods in, stream other games, and have funny chats in between gameplay. I'm not getting anywhere. Not sure about funny convo. What's wrong with funny convo? Yes, OpenAI is getting very, very powerful. This is the same people who are making DALL-E 2. Okay. Okay, I'm going to ask a much more narrow question. I'm asking it too big, and it's giving me big. I want something really narrow, okay? If I wanted to give a stream chat a specific way to interact with a Minecraft stream, which form of interaction, including direct control, would be both novel while maintaining would maintain its novelty for upwards of 1 hour? That's way too complicated a question for this thing to understand. If I wanted to give a stream chat a specific way to interact with a Minecraft stream, which form of interaction, including direct control, would maintain its novelty for upwards of 1 hour? Too big. That question will not be comprehended in full. One possible way to keep the stream chat's interaction with a Minecraft stream novel for an extended period of time would be to allow the chat to directly control certain aspects of the game, such as player movement or block placement. Another possibility would be to give the chat access to a wide range of game commands that they could use to influence the gameplay in various ways. That is an incredibly on-point response. That is pretty impressive. Okay, let's question it further. Which aspect of the gameplay should I allow my stream audience to directly control? It sort of repeated itself. There is no definitive answer to this question, as it will ultimately depend on the preferences of your particular stream audience. However, some possible aspects of the gameplay that could be controlled by the stream audience include player movement, block placement, and game commands. Which aspect of gameplay would be most annoying or rewarding if directly controlled by the audience? Oh, I want to do cat boxes one afterwards. It doesn't want to say specifically. What would be the perfect Minecraft stream format? It's sort of repeating itself. What would a little freak want to see in their ideal Minecraft stream? It's going in circles. This is the difficult question, as everyone's preferences are different. However, some possible elements that could be included in an ideal Minecraft stream for a little freak might include high level of interaction between the stream audience and the streamer, direct control over certain aspects of the game, and a wide range of game commands that the audience can use to influence the gameplay. Could you give me an example of a good game command I could implement with the video game Minecraft? Oh, I did not know about this. I did not know about this, actually. That's not a bad idea. I didn't know about this. Yeah. What rules would Labour leader Keir Starmer set for his Minecraft server? Or should we say stream? This is a difficult question to answer, as it ultimately depends on Keir Starmer's personal preferences. These strikes are wrong while negotiations are still going on. I think everyone should get around the negotiating table and allow viewers to either control game commands or player movement. I've never even heard of Minecraft crowd control. To be honest, maybe that's it. Let me look at it. Minecraft crowd control. How hard is this to set up? How does it work? How do I set it up? How do I set it up? Is it a big setup? Is it a little setup? Log into Twitch and install the crowd control extension. Oh. Enable it on your extension manager. Install the desktop application. Select and configure your game. Use the effect overlay on your stream. Customize. We could do that. Could you read the idea you're interested in? He's just repeating himself. It's just repeating itself. It's basically suggesting I use a player control add-on that allows individual custom inputs of some kind. The examples given by OpenAI are give items, change spawn point, spawn weather. I presume it can do anything you can do with the admin command console. Do we want that? I didn't know about it. Is that something we might be interested in? It might help me get to the warden, or it could make it harder. If it is, I should get underway getting it. What elements of crowd control should I set up for my Minecraft stream? It won't give specifics as hard as I try. It won't tell me specifically what I should do. Okay, so let's add on top of that. It's not going to tell me about this, although it has suggested crowd control. If I wanted to make Minecraft more challenging for myself as a gamer, what kind of restriction or challenge could I set myself to prove my prowess to an audience of doubters? Only allowing the use of certain number of game commands, only being able to use a certain type of block, or only being able to mine a certain type of ore. Only mine a certain ore, isn't it? Yeah, but I'd lock myself out of most of the things in the game. I feel like that would make it more boring. Let's try and get a better challenge. Okay. What would be the worst restriction to impose on oneself when playing the video game Minecraft? Yeah, it's just saying the same thing. What would be a bad... What... Hang on. What would... Have I deleted all that? What would a terrible Minecraft stream look like? It's just said the negative of before. A terrible Minecraft stream might include a lack of interaction between the streamer and the streamer, a lack of direct control. I'm going to start installing crowd control. I'm running out of ideas to get new. What other AI models? Well, the other models offer different things. They don't just respond to you like you're in a chat. There is one that's supposed to converse with you, but this is the best preset for what we're trying to achieve. I don't think it's an issue with the preset. I think it's a limitation with artificial intelligence. I think we've already asked more or less that question, Catbox. I think it's going to say, I will predict with a lot of confidence that if I ask what is the greatest Minecraft stream of all time, the AI will say the greatest Minecraft stream of all time will include a high amount of audience interaction. It may allow the use of game commands, and it will use the streamer will talk to the chat. But let's find out. Maybe I'm wrong. The greatest Minecraft stream of all time will include a high level of interaction between the streamer audience and the streamer, direct control over certain aspects of the game, and a wide range of game commands that the audience can use to influence the gameplay. Model selection is on the right, not at the top. Okay. All right. Let's start again with Curie. I tell you what. We're on Curie. I'm getting rid of all of this because it said the same thing about 10 times. Write down some questions. I'm going to start grabbing and installing crowd control. In the meantime, write down some questions and I will ask them. Install the crowd control desktop. Okay. Where is the download page? Here we go. Okay, bear with me because I'll just be a bit of downloading now, which is boring. I just need to go to my Twitch and install the extension.
I am Ross Geller from Friends. I illegally procured the hip bond of a Diplodocus. We were on a break. 9/11. What's that? I love dinosaurs.
Haven't seen Ross in a while. It has been a while. Okay, my extensions, discovery, search extensions, crowd control, install, configure. Configure this extension before you go live to provide the best experience for your viewers. Activate. Activated. Okay, that won't do anything yet, but it is on. Hi, Halloumi. Time to chat with Curie. So what questions do we have for Curie? Nothing. Okay. As and when you have any, pitch them. Dinosaurs can come back. Okay.
I am Ross Geller from Friends. I illegally procured the hip bone of a diplodocus. We were on a break. 9/11. What's that? I love dinosaurs.
Egg. Egg. It looks like this isn't too bad to set up. Select and configure your game. So you basically install it, then you tell it what game you're using, then you put in an overlay, then you decide exactly what features you want in the game, and then we'll test it. That shouldn't take too long. Egg. Egg. What makes Minecraft fun? What makes Minecraft fun? Oh, here we go. I'm always leaving trailing spaces. I'm going to be a big trailing spaces guy. Don't log me in as Escape the North. Why is that the first thing it tries to log me in as? Oh, life. What is my password? Is it this? What's my Twitch password? Not that. Oh, I'm going to be here a while. Okay. No, that was it. Now to authenticate myself. Okay, 0.
Do we need to do this? Tipped £5. Killstream.
No. Nearly. You nearly could. Do we need to do this? We need to do this bit where I install crowd control, because I think that will be worth it. I am, to some degree, gambling on it being worth it, but I think it'll be worth it. I do think it just saying install crowd control and then me doing that, because I've never heard of it before, is actually a pretty good result. Pretty good result from what I now believe to be possible with this AI. Okay, so I'm logged in. Game selection, just give me Minecraft. This version of Minecraft only supports 1.16. Oh, okay. Setting up our Minecraft paper server. I don't know what that means. Use the one-clip setup to run the server locally. Okay. How could one use AI to improve the experience of streaming Minecraft? That's very good. Okay, let's try all these. How do I create a fun but chaotic Minecraft stream? The key to a fun but chaotic Minecraft stream is to have a good balance between playing seriously and having some fun. It is also important to be interactive with your viewers. Answering questions and chatting, additionally responding to player feedback, can help you keep the stream flowing smoothly. But you see, it's 100% on me. If there hadn't been this final step, which I wasn't expecting and still don't completely understand, I don't think it would have taken too long. I didn't. I don't know what I'm setting up. Okay, let's just install. Whatever it is, I guess I'm having it. I think it's something that allows me to use their paper server, and their server is probably how it's going to communicate to Minecraft. It does seem like it is made to be very one-click, one-stop. Click it and we do all the complicated stuff, which normally I don't like. Today I do want that. How could one use AI to improve the experience of streaming Minecraft? There is no one answer to this question. It's difficult. Different people have different opinions on AI. Some people may fear that AI would ruin the experience, while others feel that it could be used in helpful ways. Ultimately, it's up to the individual streaming Minecraft to decide if they want to use AI in their stream. We're talking to a politician. Launch server. Sure. Is it launched? Have I launched a server? Create or join a lobby. Oh, here we go. I guess I'm starting a local server. Yeah, sure. I guess I'm starting a local server. I have to seed it with weirdness. I'm a professional comedian. How can I play Minecraft in a funny way for my stream audience? Do you like to say egg? No, I do not say eggheads when I stream. Oh, sometimes it changes what you asked, so it can answer a different thing. Egg. Why do you not say eggheads? Maybe we just need to get a relationship with this thing. Egg. Okay, so now how do I find this server in here? Join lobby. Yeah, now enter the lobby code. Oh, hang on. Maybe I click this button. The server or mod is requesting login information. Login information? Egg. Open server. That's the server right there. So I have a server here. How do I get in? How do I find my own server? Egg. Direct connection. I don't know. How would I even find it? How do I find my own server? Don't be full size. Looks like that's confused it. 1%. Egg. There is an evil egg, yeah. There is always a chance of an evil egg. Oh, disconnected Dan knows the answer. Okay, direct connection. Should I just put localhost? Egg. Egg. I'm in. Egg. Okay. Click here to link your Twitch account. Link this Twitch account. Okay. I think I'm in it. Egg. The alias command. You set this command to be of. Disco does not exist. Oh. I know why it's doing that. That's really weird. I was trying to fix something else, and now I guess I broke this. I wish I gave myself calmer things to do when I stream. I'm already just confused now. I'm tilted, and I haven't done anything. I'm tilted on entry. Okay, so we're in the server, and now all we need to do is fix this firewall issue, and then we need to make crowd control. Okay, so can you see the overlay on your end? Channel rewards. Must edit prices first.
I'm speaking to you at what I know is an increasingly challenging time.
And what does it look like? Shall I come and look? It's asking for bits rather than channel points. I have not customized that element of it, but let's do that now. We can work out what we want to be in it. The first thing it wants to know from me is what the pricing is. So let's find out. And advanced. And the price is always what? It has a number, but it doesn't say. All prices are shown in crowd control coins. Prices can't be set at 0. What are crowd control coins? Adjusting coins and channel points ratio is only available to Crowd Control Pro members. So Oracle of Truth has 11. So you exchange point for coins and then you can spend those on effects. Oracle has bought some with bits. Is there any way for you to get these coins without using bits? So the only way you can use any of these is by spending money on bits. I can't see what you guys can see. I'll have to go into my own stream on mobile and see what it looks like. Welcome to Crowd Control. Begin. Nah, I don't think we're going to be using this. Well, how much is it? $5 a month or 50? Well, it's impossible to trial it and work out how good the software is because we can't use it because it wants you to use a currency that gives Twitch half of the money. And then presumably, why does it want that? Is it shaving some of the money off? What about your bits? Oracle, I never told you to get any bits. You did that of your own accord. Okay, use your... Yes, you're impulsive. Okay, spend your bits. Spend your bits. Do something in this. Now's your chance. Oracle, now's your chance to get some value for money for these bits. There's no effects set. What effects do you want me to set? How many coins do you have? I'll set one effect to the amount of coins you have. No, I don't want anyone buying bits. Please don't buy any bits or get any coins. You don't really mind. Okay. You have only... Well, how many coins do you have for the amount of bits that you... It's the coins that is the most important thing. I've got to reopen crowd control because I turned it off. Okay, game selection. I'm going to go to the pricing menu. And then... Be sure to adjust your prices to meet your community's needs. I'm trying! That's the only thing I'm trying to do. Fling players. Yeah, this now costs 11. Okay, have we done that? Is that in? Is Fling in there now? Do I have to click save or something? Yeah, is Fling on there? I'll let you do one Fling. No, Fling's not on there. Please don't buy any bits, and I mean ever. I don't mean like don't buy bits on my account. I mean just literally don't ever buy bits. Literally never do that. Okay, I'll let you summon an Ender Dragon for 11 coins. And have I set that up? Is that now done? Start. The server or mod is requesting log information. What login information? Error. The game may not work correctly with control. It wants... I don't know. Host? I don't know. I don't know. Bird, you shouldn't feel bad. I'm doing this all so that Oracle of Truth can spend the 11 CC coins they spent money on. The account host server.properties. I have everything has been so click and go, and then it gives you this without telling you what this refers to. Game setup guide. Egg. Local host crowd control. Okay. Start. Local host crowd control. Then there's a live extension. Begin. Summon entity should now cost 11 coins. Okay, now that it should cost 11 coins. Now you can summon an Ender Dragon. There you go. There's one. Doesn't seem to do anything. I think its actual AI has not been initialized. I think it hurts me before I can get nit. No, I'll die. I think I'll die. Okay, now I'm dead. Can I just say as well? This seems alright, actually. This seems alright. Look how many games there are via this. Crowd control. Game selection. Go back to news. Just go back to the main game selection. Just show me the main... Okay, go to the website. Maybe I'll get it. Maybe we should get it. Oh, it's got really Celeste, Dark Souls 3, Cuphead, Contra, a real strange mix. Duck Hunt, Kirby Superstar, Hollow Knight, Mega Man, Minecraft, Pikmin, Pokemon, Sonic Adventure, Sly Cooper, SimCity. This is such a strange mix. Stardew Valley, Subnautica, Super Metroid, Yoshi's Island, Binding of Isaac, Terraria, Breath of the Wild, Majora's Mask. Maybe this is worth getting. Maybe I should buy this. And if I can buy it, I can set it to channel points. Have we confirmed that? Because if I can set this to channel points... I'm having a big think now. We just speculated and assumed. Let's find out. Okay. Crowd control. Can you set prices to channel points? Aha, it's in the FAQ. Channel points. Yes, we recently added a new feature to Crowd Control Pro which allows you to change the ratio. I mean, they've written ration. That channel points can be converted to coins. Find out more on Crowd Control Pro. What is $50 a year in pounds? £40 a year subscription to use a feature. I could make everything myself in Leorum board. No, I can't. I can't make summon Ender Dragon. Oh yeah, ration. Yeah, I thought it'd mean ratio, but you're right. You're absolutely spot on. But you know, I could do this myself for free in Leorum board, I think. But it wouldn't say that Oracle killed me. It wouldn't do that. It wouldn't do that. Do I want this? Well, do you know what I could do? I could subscribe for $5 for a few months when I'm using it, and then just unsubscribe when I don't want it anymore. You could just use it on an ad hoc basis. Yeah. There's a lot to think about. I will say this isn't the stream I had in mind, and I don't think I'm going to meet the
I have to
warden.
complete. My brain is utterly fucked.
Thank you very much for the sub, Das Keto. Am I saying that right? Keto? Sean, yeah, find out how much the audience will use it versus how much you are making before you commit. Does ration mean channel points? Not convinced it's the thing you want. Well, I mean, what's $5 in pounds? It's nothing, right? It's £4. It's £4. I'd have it for a month. There could be a crowd control stream of something 4 times in that month. That's not a big investment of anything. But I'm good at unsubbing now, these days. These days I could remember to unsub.
Ender Dragon tipped £5. KILLSTREAM and also buy the mod.
So the instruction, I just want to point you to the instruction for how to trigger kill stream. £4, I see. Okay, you already know what you're doing. Alright. I just don't want someone saying, I didn't get my kill stream. I spent all my bits, and now I didn't get my kill stream. Just trying to moderate people's expectations. Well, what do we do now then? What even happens now? The AI wants us to do this, and I don't even think it's a bad idea. I just think I can't realistically set it all up in time. Can we talk to Starmus some more? Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's find out what Starmus is saying. Let me just turn off this server. Forum Warp World channel point setup. From the Crowd Control desktop app, enable channel points. Hang on. Is that correct? We did something similar a few weeks back, which was just a Twitch integrated mod that let chat type stuff in and do the same kind of things without points. Ask it for a full fee. Ask it about strike action and favourite cake shop buns. ! Selfie. We did something with a chat integrated mod that let chat type stuff. What are you talking about, the Twitch integrated mod? You mean the Fortnite thing? Because that wasn't a mod. I had to make that myself. Oh, by we, you mean you and your lot. Right. So you did a Minecraft stream that allowed similar stuff, but with channel point redemptions. Okay, let me ask the Starmer thing a few things. What do you think about the RMT strike action? I think that the RMT strike action is a very important step in the union's fight for better pensions and working conditions. The strike is a demonstration of the union's determination to get what it is worth and ensure that its members get the best possible retirement benefits. What do you think of Mick Lynch's media appearances? Do you think he could reverse Brexit? I think that Mick Lynch is a very effective spokesperson for the RMT. He has a lot of charisma, is very persuasive when he speaks on TV. I don't believe he could actually reverse Brexit, but I think he's a very important voice in the union's fight for better pensions and working conditions. Very, very nice. Do you think Mick Lynch should be the leader of the Labour Party? Of the Labour Party? Or is he just like a lot of trade unionists and only seems exceptional due to the sheer lack of trade union representation anywhere in British mass communications? I think that Mick Lynch is a very capable leader and should be the leader of the Labour Party. He has a lot of experience and he has demonstrated his ability to lead the RMT through the strike action and into the future. What are your favourite cake? Have I spelled favourite wrong? No. Just spelt it too correctly. What are your favourite cake shop buns? I love the bun from the Cake Shop in Hackney. I think I've been there. But I didn't have the bun. Would you like to kiss Mick Lynch? Why not? Wow, okay. I don't think he's particularly attractive. CurseForge, Twitch versus Minecraft. Yes, but is it compatible with 1.19? Because it was last updated on the March 23rd, 2022 for game version 1.18.2. So I'm specifically looking for the Warden. So this isn't gonna do it for me. Who does the AI think is attractive? Who do you think is attractive? I think that Tommy Lahren. Who is Tommy Lahren? Tommy Lahren is an American conservative commentator and political analyst. What? Why do you like Tommy Lahren? I just have to ask. Oh boy. I like Tommy Lahren because she's a powerful advocate for her beliefs and she's not afraid to speak her mind. Are you right wing? No, I'm not right wing. Then why do you want to kiss a right wing political
I'm speaking to you at what I know
commentator?
is an increasingly challenging time.
I don't want to kiss a right-wing political commentator. I want to kiss Mick Lynch. It's all over the place. It's all over the place. I can't get a straight answer here. Would you kiss Mick Lynch if it would reverse Brexit? Yes, I would kiss Mick Lynch if it would reverse Brexit. Don't worry, everyone. False alarm. It's just a centrist that is just easily swayed towards the prevailing winds by any charismatic media figure. Phew! I thought they had an ideology. Okay, what are we doing tonight then? What are we up to? I feel like we've gone the way of the egg stream, and I've I've driven a little car into a corner, and now I'm panicking. I feel like we're not going to meet the warden today. Egg. Kissing McLynch. More egg tech. No more egg tech. Egg is done. Egg is complete. Do you know what we can do? Bit of radiator there.
Egg. Egg.
The wind's picking up. I think the rains are coming. Okay. Shut that door. Stop the draft. Oh yeah, okay. Tonight I was going to play Minecraft, but I've hit various roadblocks on that plan. What should I do instead? There are plenty of things you can do when you hit a roadblock in your Minecraft plan. You could try looking for another game to play, or you could try looking for other ways to spend your time. You could also try reading some books or watching some videos to pass the time. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's something that will keep you entertained and help you pass the time. How do I know what will make me happy to do? There isn't a specific answer to this question, as it depends on what will make you happy. However, some things that may make you feel happy include spending time with family and friends, playing video games, exploring new places, and doing things that make you feel challenged. You know, I love all of those things. I love all of those things. Maybe, yeah. What book should I read? There is no definitive answer to this question, as it depends on what will make you happy. However, some books that may be worth reading include Catcher in the Rye, To Kill a Mockingbird, and The Great Gatsby. Out of The Catcher in the Rye, To Kill a Mockingbird, and The Great Gatsby, which book do you recommend I read? It is up to the individual readers to decide which book they would read. Tell me one book out of there is no definitive answer. I didn't ask the question. Pick one title out of the following list of 3 books. The Catcher in the Rye. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. The Catcher in the Rye. Full text online. Great. Here is the full text of The Catcher in the Rye. Is someone willing to read this to me while I find the warden in Minecraft? I'm going to hop onto the night hole and I would like someone to come in. Yes, you can do a paragraph each. The chapters are probably quite long. You could do a page each. Or just go until you get bored and then we'll need someone else to pop in. And in the meantime, I'm just going to find out what should I use as my Minecraft world generation seed. Give me a random word. Disco. Okay. I was the first person to read that Chilcott report. I read the first sentence out loud to pose for some of the BBC cameras because they needed to white balance. I wasn't the official starter. Official starter was someone famous. But I was the actual literal first person to read the first sentence out of that Chilcott report. Great. So it says, what will make me happy is to spend time with family and friends. Great. Oracle's going to come in the stream. 1. Playing video games. Great. I'll be in Minecraft. Exploring new places. in Minecraft and doing things that make me feel challenged, trying to find the warden and trying to play Minecraft while listening and thinking about the Catcher in the Rye. Now that's a stream. Trying to find the warden in Minecraft while my friends read me the entire text of the Catcher in the Rye. There we go, perfect. Just edit command this stream. I'm going to find the warden in Minecraft while my friends read to me the full text of J.D. Salinger's The Catcher in the Rye, which I've never read in full. I tried reading it once when I was a teenager. Hello, Catbox.
Hey, mate.
Are you taking the first shift?
I'd like to get started.
Yeah, let me just load up my world. I think Catcher in the Rye should start bang on when I first just get into the game and start moving around.
Okay.
I think something about that feels, it's like a starting whistle for two things at once.
You give me a go, and I'm ready to go.
Perfect. Have you read Catcher in the Rye before?
Nope, this is going to be an experience for me.
Do you know anything about it? Do you know about its reputation?
I know that the guy that killed John Lennon liked it.
I didn't know that, but it didn't surprise me. I don't think in and of itself it's necessarily a problematic book. I think it's just associated with quite a lot of overly self-important teenage angst.
Well,
it's a very I'm the main character kind of book.
Yeah, maybe it's a Joker. Maybe it's a Mad Men. People see what they want to see and stuff.
Should we set it to hardcore?
Is Catcher in the Rye hardcore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more hardcore than The Great Gatsby, but it's not more hardcore than To Kill a Mockingbird.
What do you think would be a creative mode novel? Maybe Ulysses? Infinite Jest? Yeah.
We're circling around the same idea. Okay, it's just generating now.
Okay, that's exciting stuff.
Mm.
Maybe the AI could write a book. I wonder what sort of book it would write.
A very bad one.
You don't know that?
I think so. I think it would be bad.
Law of Averages says if it generates enough books, one of them will be a hit.
Oh, yeah, but several of them will be Shakespeare.
I don't think Shakespeare would be a good book.
No. Okay, I'm in. Let's begin.
Okay. Call me Ishmael. Some years ago, never mind how long precisely, having little or no money in my purse and nothing particular to interest me on shore, I thought I would sail about a little and see the watery part of the world. It is a way I have of driving off the spleen and regulating the circulation.
I think that's one of my favourite jokes. I think that's one of the best jokes I've ever heard.
Oh, I'm sorry I couldn't get further through it. I saw you laughing.
No, keep going. I won't change the stream title, but we'll just keep doing for Moby Dick.
Are you sure? I've got both of them up. I was waiting for the dick to land.
It's too famous a first line. It would have been great to get in and the whale and stuff and the seafarings being introduced.
Yeah, for you to go, hang on a second, when's the rye coming in here?
Yeah, when is he going to catch these, what is it, catching the kids who are going to fall out of the rye field off a cliff or something?
I don't know. We're gonna find out, I guess. Okay, should we switch tacks?
I don't know. I don't mind which book it is.
Switching tack is like a boat trick. as
I
well.
feel like it has to be Catcher in the Rye, though. Right? Oh, a frog.
Hmm.
The frogs are in town.
Frogs here. I could find a book about a frog.
No. I think it should be Catcher in the Rye. We've got to do what the AI said. Otherwise, what's the point?
Okay. Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. To my mother. And he's put them all in all caps, sort of descending as well. So it's quite, it's
What
a
to
little...
my mother is like screamed at full volume.
I don't know, because he's split. Each part of that is on a different line. So it's like to my mother, almost like a gravestone, maybe. But he wants you to know that. I want to get a view of this frog while I'm reading. If you
Ooh.
really want to hear about it, the first thing you'll probably want to know is where I was born and what a lousy childhood was like, and how my parents were occupied and all before they had me, and all that David Copperfield kind of crap. But I don't feel like going into it. If you want the truth, in the first place, that stuff bores me. And in the second place, my parents would have about 2 hemorrhages apiece if I told anything pretty personal about them. They're quite touchy about anything like that, especially my father. They're nice and all, I'm not saying that, but they're also touchy as hell. Besides, I'm not going to tell you my whole goddamn autobiography or anything. I'll just
forgot
tell you
how
about
annoying this book is. This tone that he's talking in here is the whole book. I completely forgot that it's insufferable.
Maybe it was revolutionary though. Maybe no one's been like, maybe this is the first posting book.
Yes, maybe this was the first poster.
This guy's posting.
This is Drill.
This is.
Drill's
I
house.
I'd like actually. I need to ask about this because I've got a couple of Twitter bots. One of which takes pieces of Ulysses and posts it. And both of them kindly made by Jade. Thank you, Jade. And then
Thank
the
you,
other one
Jade.
which takes bits of Wordsworth and posts them.
Uh-huh.
And some of them are pretty good tweets. Sometimes
Yeah?
they line up.
Could you give me an example of a good tweet that was pulled from either Ulysses or Wordsworth?
Oh God. Not without getting well into the woods. Let's see.
It's okay. Catcher in the Rye's not that long. We've got plenty of spare time.
Okay.
Does anyone know where the warden is? Is that known?
He's underground, I think. You better go down.
If I go down?
Yeah, okay, he's got it. Here's one. Try to read that novel, Cantankerous Mrs. Rubio lent me by Valera, with the questions in it. That's a tweet.
That's pretty good, actually. Yeah, that's pretty good. I feel like I know this guy straight away.
Railed off the altar. Get onto it at any cost.
A new type of guy just dropped.
James Joyce.
Yeah.
He would post. James Joyce's likes would be absolutely unpublishable.
And James Joyce is a type of guy.
He is a type of guy, yeah. We know what type of guy.
Yeah? Which type of guy? You talking about the
Just-
horny letters?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'd be in the DMs.
He wouldn't be out of the DMs. You wouldn't even know he used Twitter.
That's probably sad, right? He probably wouldn't write. He'd just be in DMs.
If you gave James Joyce anything now, he'd just be DMing, and people would never know. I've never read any Joyce. I have no idea. Maybe it's good. Maybe it'd be a tragedy.
Do you know what? It's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Yeah. What's
Well, he
your Joyce
writes so much.
recommendation?
Honestly, Ulysses is really good. Take it in.
Isn't it long?
It is, but it's a lot of different books. Like there's 3, really discrete sections, and the first section is the smallest and most normal.
Okay.
So you can hit that, and you can kind of get yourself in the world. And then the last 2 sections, the last section's the best bit. But there's some it turns into a play at one point. It compartmentalizes itself, so you don't have to do it all at once.
Oh, interesting. Long
I-
and Jambud also says long things can be good.
Mm,
You don't agree?
yeah, no, that was like a yeah. I was just thinking of all the long things that I don't like a long wait.
Sometimes a long wait can be used well. You could use it to reflect on your life, or think about a task.
I don't want to do that.
Did you hear
I
about
don't
that
wanna-
guy who was in a POW camp and he just thought about golf? And then after he came out, he could hit any hole in one in the world. Anything he could hole in one.
Are you kidding me?
Anything in the world he could hole in one after that. Because it's not important to actually do the thing. It's more important to visualize success.
So he just mind palaced various golfing greens.
Every possible golfing green. He thought about golf in the pure abstract.
Yeah, in a sort of platonic sense, he played golf.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, he played golf platonically. Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Is there any other way? Hey,
Well, actually,
you wanna
there's
play some
sexy
golf,
golf in
maybe?
Sheffield. There's sexy golf now.
How is it sexy? How have they sexed it up?
They've put graffiti on it, and maybe there's a bra. I think maybe there's a bra somewhere near the holes.
Oh yeah, you got to put one of the balls into.
No, the bra isn't an obstacle or anything. It's not actually featured. It's not in any of the putting greens. I think it's more like an incidental part of the
If it's
decor.
if it's incidental, it's not contributing anything, right? It's just
It contributes an air of sexiness, doesn't it? A bra.
contributes an air of laundry.
Well, I
Sans
think
context,
if
it's
you
just
wear a bra
laundry.
every day, it's not sexy to see a bra. But if you don't, the moment you see a bra, you're like,
Awooga.
yeah, wolf
Steam whistle.
noises. Yeah, your
Yeah.
eyes are popping out of your head. They're like
Oh, I hate that.
elongating. Tell you what,
I
talking about
hate that.
long things we don't like. I don't like when my eyes become incredibly long as they bulge out of my skull as I wolf whistle Betty Boop.
I was so embarrassed the other day. My jaw hit the floor and my tongue rolled out like a long red carpet.
Yeah. I jumped 5 feet into the air and my mouth made a noise like a 1920s car horn siren.
Oh, mate, I'm so sorry for you. Did your heels
Truly.
click? Did you click
Yeah.
your heels?
I
Oh,
clicked together.
man.
I looked right down the camera and said, "Oh boy!"
Oh no! you're
yeah,
not
and she
letting that
saw,
down.
and she saw it, and yeah,
They can always tell. People can always tell.
she can always sense when you're saying "awooga, hubba hubba." They can just sense it, you know. They can sense the weakness.
uh,
What's happening next in this book?
okay, I'm just finding where I was. Let me zoom in a little bit. I'm not making this easy for myself. Oh, that's too zoomed in. Okay, that's a bit better. I'll just tell you about this madman stuff that happened to me around last Christmas, just before I got pretty run down and had to come out here and take it easy. I mean, that's all I told DB about, and he's my brother and all. He's in Hollywood. That isn't too far from this crummy place, and he comes over and visits me practically every weekend. He's going to drive me home when I can go home next month, maybe. He just got a Jaguar, one of those little English jobs that can go around 200 miles an hour.
Jackie was
Custom
English.
Can
Yes, they must be.
Oracle, you'd have to tell me what a northeastern USA accent sounds like.
Well, what's on the
me to-
northeast of the USA? Isn't that New
Is it
York?
New York? That's more middle of the East Coast, though, isn't it?
Is
It's
it? I thought
more,
it was nearer the top.
Vermont, Maine, Boston. I can't do these accents. The quality of the stream would dip incredibly quickly if I start doing accents. Boston. Boston Harbor.
I think I need an axe. Oh no.
Look, I am doing a northeastern accent, actually. So you just have to You've got to supply the country different. I can't do that. I think I'm already a flavor of accent. I can't mix. I'm blue already. You can't get me to red.
Yeah, you need to find someone who doesn't have an accent. They'll be like a tabula rasa.
Oh, I love
Unfortunately,
tabula rasa.
I don't think they can be talked down or out of an idea like this once it's in their head. They simply must be sated, and then only then can we move on.
JFK or Mayor Quimby. So it's like, you're gonna hate this. You are gonna hate this, but I'll take it.
They're
So
going to like it.
It's Mayor Quimby and JFK. That's what I'm aiming for. He's got a lot of dough now. He didn't used to. He used to be just a regular writer when he was home. He wrote this terrific book of short stories, The Secret Goldfish, in case you never heard of them. The best one in it was The Secret Goldfish. It was about this little kid who wouldn't let anybody look at his goldfish because he'd bought it with his own money. It killed me. Now he's out in Hollywood, DB, being a prostitute. There's one thing I hate. It's
that
the
little
movie.
giggle on the word prostitute is really changes the vibe of the book.
Do you think JFK would say would be like, yeah, he's a prostitute? Ho
I don't think the character in the book is someone I would think would do a little nervous chuckle at that word.
Well, I am.
No. I like it. I like this new
very-
interpretation.
Oh yeah, my positive washing. If there's one thing I hate, it's the movies. Don't even mention them to me. Where I want to start telling is the day I left Pensy Prep. Pensy Prep is this school that's in Agerston, Pennsylvania. You've probably heard of it. You've probably seen the ads anyway. They advertise in about 1,000 magazines, always showing some hotshot guy on a horse jumping over a fence, like as if all you ever did at Pensy was play polo all the time. I never even once saw a horse anywhere near the place. And underneath the guy on the horse's picture, it always says, "Since 1888, we have been molding boys into splendid, clear-thinking young men, strictly for the birds." They don't do any damn more molding at Pensy than they do at any other school. And I didn't know anybody there that was splendid and clear-thinking and all. Maybe two guys, if that many. And they probably came to Pensy that way.
I've only got 2 splendid friends.
I've got more than... I'm better than this guy.
Yeah.
I do like that he thinks of his... Maybe they're not his friends, though. He's just thinking about guys at school that he knows.
But imagine observing someone you don't even know. Like, they're not your friend. You don't necessarily know them to talk to. But you're like, all right, those 2 are splendid.
Yeah, this guy's splendid.
Can we add the reading aloud tag to the stream? I didn't know there was one. Yeah, I'll put it in now.
I'm relating to this guy.
You can't add tags when you're live. Have to do it in advance.
I'm already relating. Okay. When you get sick of the accent, can you guys F along so I can...
I like it. I honestly think you've gotten very proficient at that accent.
It'll go. Anyway, it was the Saturday of the football game with Saxon Hall. The game with Saxon Hall was supposed to be a very big deal around Pensy. It was the last game of the year, and you were supposed to commit suicide or something if old Pensy didn't win. I remember about 3 o'clock that afternoon, I was standing the hell up on top of Thompson Hill, right next to this crazy cannon that was in the Revolutionary War and all. You could see the whole field from there, and you could see the 2 teams bashing each other all over the place. You couldn't see the grandstand too hard, but
Thanks,
you could hear them all yelling, deep and terrific on the Pensy side, because practically the whole school except me was there, all scrawny and faggy on the Saxon Hall side, because the visiting team hardly ever brought many people with them. Whew. That was a long sentence. It was a long sentence with a voice on it.
And a slur as well, right?
Yes, that would be a slur. I read through that and sort of imagined like the end of a cigarette, like little. But that's my Britishism in there.
Yeah,
Sorry
when
for
you do
slur.
when you do the accent, its true nature is revealed. Yes.
Would you like me to try and catch these accents? These not accents, these slurs?
I don't know. It feels like it just needed to be said in case someone had just got to imagine someone's 12 and just clicked on, and we need to try and capture these words in some kind of speech marks. I'm not just talking to my American friend and they're describing their own experiences. This is from a book. I don't think we should censor the book unless the book goes on to say much worse things.
Well, if we all at JD Sandra on Twitter, maybe we can cancel him for this.
I don't know what
guess
to do. Maybe there's a lot of slurs in literature and Parliament. Yeah.
Would you like to do a Ouija? Contact him.
A
That'd be a fun
Ouija?
stream. Yeah, do a Ouija.
What's a Ouija?
A Ouija board.
Oh, do you want a Ouija? J.D. Salinger. Can you find out when they died? When was this book written? What kind of era of person are we talking about here?
Date of death, 27th of January 2010.
Oh,
What?
Long ago. Yeah.
That seems wrong to me. God, he was 91. Good innings.
There's a very small chance that they listened to the Cheeky Girls and stuff like that. They were a contemporary of the Cheeky Girls.
I hope he did. I was watching these cheeky girls. They fucked with my head. They were so cheeky.
They weren't that cheeky, though. I always felt.
It
They
was
weren't
always the
actually
threat of being
particularly
cheeky.
cheapy. I think it was just a lie.
Do you think?
Jamber's suggesting that maybe listen to the Cheeky Girls went a wooger and that was what did it. The Cheeky Girls killed J.D. Salinger.
St. Lab says a good point. They did say, touch my bum.
Is that cheeky? I suppose it is cheeky in a way.
It is cheeky.
Is it really cheeky?
2 cheeks.
What? Yeah, I suppose. Do you think that's what they meant? They're like a... They don't mean cheeky as in like...
Oh, God, yes, that's the pun. That's the pun, that's the joke.
Do you think it is?
Yeah.
Do you think they mean like, we're cheeky girls because we've got 2 bums between us? We
I
obey
think
all
maybe
the
it was-
rules. We obey the rules. We're very observant of norms. And we don't want to alienate anyone with unusual behaviour. We do have 2 bums.
I think they were just proud. I think they were both proud of their derrieres. And then they wanted to highlight this. And then it's not really a double entendre, but the double meaning.
I think you might be right, I think you might be right.
Oh, I'm mad.
Although, where were they from?
They were from abroad.
Eastern European?
A Romanian singing duo. Now, I don't want to. I don't want to, package the Cheeky Girls up into like an aphorism, make them really. Yeah,
I think
everyone's
the
coming
Cheeky
into it.
Girls packaged themselves up into an aphorism.
Well, I'm just on the Wikipedia
Are
here.
you worried
and
about
the biggest
removing
picture-
nuance from the Cheeky Girls?
I am. That's the last thing I'd want to do.
It's not for you to do it, but
It's not for me to do it, and I'd suggest that they have very little nuance to lose. So that if we take that, we're in full non-nuance territory. I'd hate to do that. Okay, back to the Catcher in the Rye.
yeah, of course.
Where were we? Back to the Catcher in the Rye. JFK. I want a party planner. Okay. There were never many girls at the football games. Only seniors were allowed to bring girls with them. It was a terrible school, no matter how you looked at it. I like to be somewhere at least where you can see a few girls around once in a while, even if they're only scratching their arms or blowing their noses or even just giggling or something. Old Selma Thurma, she was the headmistress' daughter, showed up at the games quite often, but she wasn't exactly the type that drove you mad with desire. She was a pretty nice girl, though. I sat next to her once in the bus from Agustin, and we sort of struck up a conversation. I liked her. She had a big nose, and her nails were all bitten down and bleedy looking, and she had on those damn falsies that point all over the place. But you felt sort of sorry for her. What I liked about her, she didn't give you a lot of horse manure about what a great guy her father was. She probably knew what a phony slob he was. This guy is a peach.
Would you rather a girl you met said, "My dad's great," or "I hate my dad"? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Okay, New World.
Oh, live.
Thank you for the
New
advice, but it was too slow.
New World, new book.
New World. I died in Minecraft. How can I do better?
Maybe we change text every death.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe
What
we change
book
text every death.
is good to read? In fact, let's not even say book. Text could be anything. What should I read while playing Minecraft? There is no definitive answer to the question, as it depends on what will make you happy. However, some books that may be worth reading while you play Minecraft include The Hunger Games, Harry Potter, and The Chronicles of Narnia, because they're thinking of bestsellers within this age range.
Ah.
Right?
Do you want any of them?
Yeah, pick a title from the following list. This is the only way I got it to pick before. From the following list of 3 books: The Hunger Games, Harry Potter, and The Chronicles of Narnia.
Oh, I hope it's The Chronicles of Narnia.
Unfortunately, it is The Hunger Games.
Okay, I'll take that. That's a neutral outcome.
Are you likely to be able to find the full text of that?
Already got it, baby.
Nice. Okay, let's get a new seed. Please tell me a random word. Fruit. Great. Create new world. We're going to call it The Hunger Games. The game mode is going to be hardcore. And it's going to be fruit. And the world... No. Go back. Oh, no. Okay, it's called The Hunger Games. The game mode is hardcore.
Yeah, definitely.
All world options. Fruit. And now we're just generating. And I will let you know when to begin The Hunger Games. And I'll just update the stream information as well.
I've got a little story about The Hunger Games.
Oh, yeah?
When we were kids, me and Jade ran a Minecraft server.
Yeah.
And one day we ran Minecraft Hunger Games. And we played a total of 1 game. And someone got killed early on in that game. And they got so mad, they DDoSed Jade's house for a week. No one in Jade's house could use the internet.
What, because they just lost fair and square on a Minecraft server?
At Minecraft Hunger Games, yep.
Wow. Do you know who this person is? Did you ever manage to,
Nope. We won the eternal hatred for a week, and then we never interacted again.
Wow. That's cool, though. It's a cool story.
That's a cool story. Do you know what else is a cool story?
No.
The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. Chapter 1. When I wake up, the other side of the bed is cold. My fingers stretch out, seeking Prim's warmth, but finding only the rough canvas cover of the mattress. She must have had bad dreams and climbed in with our mother. Of course she did. This is the day of the reaping.
Uh-oh. I actually don't know anything about the Hunger Games. I'm really unfamiliar with them. I think I was too set on thinking it had just copied itself from Battle Royale. I was like, I'll just watch Battle Royale, thank you very much.
Were you surprised there was no Japanese when I opened?
No, I knew it was an American book.
I will say, it's good opening paragraph. This seems normal, instigates a bit of threat, and then leaves you with the question: what is the reaping?
Yeah, and I feel like, and I don't know why this is the case, because if someone said it's the reaping and I was living in the 1400s, I'd think, oh, it's the harvest. Great. We're all going to get some new bread. This is great. But somehow I know in this society, it ain't going to be about bread.
It's the Grim Reaping.
I feel like the Grim Reaper metaphor, because the Grim Reaper is a metaphor of being like, what if a skeleton was a farmer? And people are like,
What would
wow,
he farm?
What would he farm? And it's like, you need to sit down for this. This next bit. Next bit's when it gets good.
Whoa! I'm nearly calmed down. I've just imagined a skeleton. Okay,
Just
carry
imagine,
on.
does he have farming equipment? Yes! Okay, but something small, right? He's probably using that little stick we use to beat the chaff off of the wheat. No,
Maybe
no.
a trowel.
He's probably, and they got a hoe. No, it's worse than that. He's got basically the worst piece of farming equipment you could have.
A fork? Like the devil?
Yeah, you mean like the big poker we used to like turn over the hay? Oh, that would hurt.
I wouldn't like to be poked.
I wouldn't want a skeleton to poke me with that. But yeah, like that was just a metaphor, right? Maybe when we die, it's like someone's farming us. But now reaping has been so divorced from its original thing, which was happy. Let's reap in all the stuff. Let's reap the rewards. And now it always means death. I think authors these days are too removed from the agricultural process.
You'd like more farming talk.
Just think we all need to know where our food comes from. Sorry, please continue.
I can tell you, it's Aldi. It's just down the road. Yeah, that's where my food come from. Come from Aldi.
Did you see the Reddit post this week that was
Yes.
like, yeah. There was someone on Reddit saying, what's from Aldi? Because people keep saying it's from Aldi. And I don't know
they
what
live
that
in
is. Yeah.
That was a key part of the story, which only got dropped in at the end. Is I'm from Yorkshire.
Yeah. I live in Yorkshire and people keep saying, I went round my parents-in-law's for dinner. I said, oh, that was nice. And they said, yeah, it's from Aldi. And I'm like, people keep saying this word. But
Does
I
it
feel
mean
too
I've Googled
stupid.
it?
Yeah. I keep Googling it every way I think it could be spelled and I get nothing. What is from Aldi?
I like Frummeldy. As a word, that's a lovely word.
It's good, isn't it?
It's Frummeldy.
I think Tolkien said Frummeldy was actually the most beautiful word you could imagine.
Probably didn't spend a long time thinking about words then, did he?
And also lived in Birmingham, so just the idea of any language sounding nice was just that's sort of a fantasy. That was like elves and wizards to him. The idea of a word that sounded pleasant.
Well, he did start with like a language that he designed to be fantastic, right? That's how he started it all. He created a beautiful language, then he was like, none of these guys would say this. I'm going to have to invent some magical blokes. What if just a bunch of guys were all beautiful and lovely? What would they sound like?
I don't think any of it sounds nice.
Elvish?
Yeah. It sounds shit.
Because you're not Tolkien. You think it sounds shit?
I think it sounds like shit.
What's with this
it sounds like someone
ideology?
throwing up. I think it sounds like someone just doing a big vom.
This is just the messaging coming up from the Black Gate. You know,
Blackgate's got it right. The Blackgate's got it all right. Why do the orcs have to live in this fucking horrible lava town? That's not right.
doesn't need to be horrible in lava. They could do something about it, but instead they're burning the Westfold.
Yeah, they're trying to claim what's theirs. Everyone
Although-
needs a non-lava bit of land to live on.
But they're going to take other people's non-lava lands. They're going to do it singing
Okay.
an orc song.
All right, there's been mistakes on both sides.
I think if we had a greater dialogue between the orcs and the elves, maybe they could come to some sort of power sharing agreement.
The elves will never agree to that.
No. I don't think the orcs would be an equal power sharing partner. I think they'd work to delegitimize the talks.
Oh, great! So now you think the orcs can't be part of a? I mean, I don't know what we're talking about here. Some sort of a two-state solution.
Yeah, no, I don't think they couldn't be part of it. I think they'd be very good at it, and they'd turn it to their own
Yeah,
dark
you think
end.
they'd be sly? Great, yeah. That's how.
Don't
Do you
even
know how
need
you
these-
sound? Do you know how you sound when you talk like that?
Oh yeah.
It's no wonder the
But you're
orcs
just
aren't
gonna
going to be
cancel me.
involved.
Gonna cancel me for anti-orc. Do you know what? There's tons of it. 52% of us in the Shire voted to leave the rest of Middle Earth. We didn't want anything to do with it.
You've never even seen you're living in the Shire. You've never even seen a fucking orc. There's no immigration where you live. What are you so worried about?
That's how I want to keep it.
No one moves to the Shire. It's awful.
Good. We like what we know in the Shire, and we know what we like.
We like big bread buns and our feet on the dinner table.
They did a referendum. They said, "Do you want to change the passports for going in and out of the Shire to a different colour?" We said,
I
"Rip 'em
would
up."
I would
Rip 'em up,
legitimately prefer to live in Mordor than the Shire. IRL. Absolutely.
You wouldn't. You hate the heat. You couldn't handle it.
Yeah, but if I live in the Shire, I'd kill the hobbits. And then someone would probably do justice to me. I'd get a bad rep. Whereas at least with the orcs, I can say, I'm not an orc, am I? I'm lost. And I'd get away. I'd get away from affiliating with them. I could talk my way out of it.
Maybe they'd be nice to you if you were hanging out with them. If you're in the orc town with them.
No, I mean the orcs will lose ultimately. And they go, "What are you doing, human? Are you fraternising?" I go, "No, I'm lost. I was trying to bring a ring. Trying to bring a ring into the volcano, and I'm lost." And they go, "Where's the ring?" And I go, "I've lost that as well. I'm having a really bad day." But up until that time, I can be friends with all the orcs before I kind of sell them out to not get in trouble.
Who do you imagine you'd be in trouble with?
The lands of man. I think humanity. I think men will win over the orcs. Because I think, aren't orcs sterile or something? I think they're not a long-term plan. The orcs. Orcs are like synthetic, right? They're not real.
I think they're meant to be elves. I think they're elves that have been turned in ancient times.
They're elf and goblin, and a little bit of tar.
A bit of tar.
They put a bit of tar in there or something. They put some of the juice from those, those alien goo pods that you can breed in the bath. They squeeze, so they get a bit of goblin, they get a bit of elf. They make a little fetus, and then they feed it the goo from the little aliens.
And then you put it in the fridge. Was that part of your?
You put it in you have to take it out of the fridge and then put it in a hot bath and then put it back in the fridge. You need to just go back and forth with that every 2 or 3 hours for a few weeks. And then you get a new alien in the pod, but also you get Mew as well. If you have
Mew.
You get Mew. That's how you get Mew.
How do you know about all this, Sean?
Oh, my aunt's actually a cleaner at Nintendo, and she sometimes goes through some of the documents.
Yeah, she's just riffling through.
She shouldn't be. I mean, I keep saying, Julie, that's a dangerous game. Julie, you need that job. I don't need Mew, but you need the income for your family.
if Tajiri finds you going through their code again,
Yeah.
he'll kick you out.
You're going to be kicked out. Your visa's already in a pretty shaky state.
Oracle, I think I'd fight one xenomorph because then I'd die quicker.
Hello, Arthur Deacle. Are you a fan of Lord of the Rings, Pokemon, The Hunger Games, Minecraft, or anything else? Thank you very much for triggering the welcome bear, Arthur Deacle. You're one of the few people that have done it for its intended use. 10 orcs. Very nice.
I'd like a bit of information about why 10 orcs. Oh, here we go. Here's the 10 gun salute.
Hello, Sharble. Thank you very much for triggering the welcome bear. Always good to see some new faces in the chat.
Hat game all over again. All hat game I'm getting shot at. And quite rightly.
Yes, some people really, some people are really hankering to be shot at during the hat game.
Well, I'll just have to agree to disagree on that one.
Do you want to read the next little bit of the Hunger Games?
Yeah, paragraph 2. Yeah.
We haven't got very far in. Just to explain to Sharble and Arthur what's happening. I wanted to go into Minecraft and find the Warden, but before that we consulted Hello Raquel 1510. Welcome to the stream. I'm just sort of explaining how we got to this position. I haven't played the new Minecraft Wilds update and I want to go and find the Warden. I've never met the Warden. But just to make sure it was interesting, I had a conversation with OpenAI's new artificial intelligence and said, what should I do to make the Minecraft stream more interesting? And they recommend I read a book while hanging out with my friends. And the book they recommended was The Hunger Games. And so I've invited my friend Catbox to read The Hunger Games to me while I look for the Warden. But we keep going off topic, and I don't know if we'll ever find the Warden. I think that's it. Paragraph 2.
I prop myself up on one elbow. There's enough light in the bedroom to see them. My little sister Prim, curled up on her side, cocooned in my mother's body, their cheeks pressed together. In sleep, my mother looks younger, still worn, but not so beaten down. Prim's face is as fresh as a raindrop, as lovely as the primrose for which she was named. My mother was very beautiful once too, or so they tell me. God, this is another Catcher in the Rye, this. Sitting at Prim's knees. It's just negging. Just negging, top to bottom, negging people.
I don't think it's negging if you're talking... Well, if you're just writing it down privately.
I wouldn't have said it. I wouldn't have said it was negging if it wasn't for that last line saying, "Oh, so they tell me."
Yeah. Okay.
Sitting at more negging coming up. Sitting at Prim's knees, guarding her, is the world's ugliest cat. Mashed in nose, half of one ear missing, eyes the colour of rotting squash.
That's
Prim. Yeah. Prim named him Buttercup, insisting that his muddy yellow coat match the bright flower. He hates me. Or at least he distrusts me. Even though it was years ago, I think he still remembers how I tried to drown him in a bucket when Prim brought him home. Scrawny kitten, belly swollen with worms, crawling with fleas. The last thing I needed was another mouth to feed. But Prim begged so hard, cried even, I had to let him stay. It turned out okay. My mother got rid of the vermin, and he's a born mouser. Even catches the occasional rat. Sometimes, when I clean a kill, I feed Buttercup the entrails. He has stopped hissing at me. Entrails, no hissing. This is the closest we will ever come to love.
I
swing my legs.
Drowned a cat when I was a child.
On purpose?
I was very, very young. And apparently I was trying to clean an entire litter of kittens in the outside toilet.
It's an adorable picture.
Just by putting them all in. Just by putting them all in the basin of the toilet. Where
how did
obviously
how did they react to that?
Drowning. None of them died. None of them died. They were all. I was basically caught in the act of doing it, and then they were all fished out of the toilet. I was insistent. They all seemed very dirty, and I was pitching in, just trying to clean them up. But obviously, if you're a kitten, you can't really get purchase.
No, you
them.
don't.
You can't get purchase to get out, really. And of course, you've got your brothers and sisters kind of putting their feet on you to push you back down. So
Yeah, bucket of crabs.
it was a real well, yeah. It was a real bucket of crabs.
Oh no.
No cat died, wasn't even injured. But then how do I know? If I'd killed a cat, do you think they would have told me? Sean, you just killed one of the cats.
I had that thought. I had that thought, and then I thought I will not mention this. But that sounds like the sort of thing they will tell you.
I'm aware I may have killed a cat. But I don't think I did. Because I've asked enough now as an adult to be like, you know, every year I come back, I get a little old and I go, did I definitely not kill one of the cats? Did one of the cats just die? And they keep saying, no, we got all the cats. And I think maybe they would have told me by now. But maybe they like to believe my family would have told me when I was 2.
Would have been a formative thing.
Yeah, they thought this will be important. This will grow him up.
That'll learn him.
It'll teach him a vital lesson.
About putting cats in the toilet.
This will adjust him.
Our part of District 12. Oh, sorry. I swing my legs off the bed and slide into my hunting boots, supple leather that is moulded to my feet. I pull on trousers, a shirt, tuck my long dark braid up into a cap, and grab my forage bag. On the table, under a wooden bowl to protect it from hungry rats and cats alike, sits a perfect little goat's cheese wrapped in basil leaves. Prim's gift to me on reaping day. I put the cheese carefully in my pocket as I slip outside. Our part of District 12, nicknamed the Seam, is usually crawling with coal miners heading out to the morning shift at this hour. Men and women with hunched shoulders, swollen knuckles, many who've long since stopped trying to scrub the coal dust out of their broken nails, the lines of their sunken faces. But today, the black cinder streets are empty. Shutters on the squat grey houses are closed. The reaping isn't until 2. May as well sleep in, if you can. Our house is almost at the edge of the Seam. I only have to pass a few gates to reach the scruffy field called the Meadow. Separating the meadow from the woods, in fact, enclosing all of District 12, is a high chain link fence topped with barbed wire loops. In theory, it's supposed to be electrified 24 hours a day as a deterrent to the predators that live in the woods. Packs of wild dogs, lone cougars, bears that used to threaten our streets. But since we're lucky to get 2 or 3 hours of electricity in the evenings, it's usually safe to touch. Even so, I always take a moment to listen carefully for the hum that means the fence is live. Right now, it's silent as a stone. Concealed by a clump of bushes, I flatten out on my belly and slide under a 2-foot stretch that's been loose for years. There are several other weak points in the fence, but this one is so close to home I almost always enter the woods here. As soon as I'm in the trees, I retrieve a bow and sheath of arrows from a hollow log. Electrified or not, the fence has been successful at keeping the flesh eaters out of District 12. Inside the woods, they roam freely, and there are added concerns like venomous snakes, rabid animals, and no real paths to follow. But there's also food, if you know how to find it. My father knew, and he taught me some before he was blown to bits in a mine explosion. There was nothing even to bury. I was 11 yet then. 5 years later, I still wake up screaming for him to run.
This doesn't sound like a very nice place to live. Also, are the flesh eaters in the woods literal flesh eaters?
I mean, it could be a bear. Be a snake.
I was going to say, a lot of carnivore. That could be any carnivore. But I feel it's weird that they didn't specify.
I wonder if they mean carnivores, or maybe it's just alluding to, maybe there's something else out there. It's exciting. That one little word. 2 little words even.
Yeah, flesh eater. Not carnivore.
maybe it got simplified from carnival. Maybe they're like, you're gonna have some people running for the dictionary. And then they're gonna spend all night.
Because it's young adult fiction.
Mm.
They'd be like, you can't say carnival. What is this, science class? Flesh
But
eating.
then, if they start reading the dictionary, that's all they're going to read all night. They'll stay up till 3 a.m. reading the dictionary.
Yeah, bad for user retention.
The good book. That's what I
You
call
can't
it.
compete with dictionary because once you've read the dictionary,
It's got every word in it.
you can.
So it's
you
got to
just-
be the.
You're reading every book, aren't you? You're reading doing the monkeys and typewriters. Well, that's like the Rosetta Stone.
I love to just
imagine
turn
every book in your own head.
pages randomly from page to page in the dictionary and imagine the story that these words connected mean.
Mm. Once you've read the dictionary, you'll never read another book. So that basically is every book.
It is. It's got them all in it. Library of Abel.
And yet some books are longer than the dictionary.
That doesn't necessarily help them. Might make them worse.
Did you hear about the guy who helped compile the first Oxford English Dictionary? Was like in an insane asylum. Do you know this story?
No. So
I can't remember.
was
his
he
name.
was he in an was he in an insane asylum because he was compiling the dictionary?
No, hang on. Insane asylum, first Oxford English Dictionary. I want his name. William Chester Minor. There we go. So his name is William Chester Minor. He was living in Lichfield, I think, and he went insane after serving in the military. And I'm not going to say he went insane. He was just incarcerated for who knows what kind of psychological reasons. But he was believed to have the greatest degree of knowledge and recall on all words. So when these people somewhere in the West Midlands...
They came to him.
Yes. Well, no, they didn't
Wow.
actually. So he was incarcerated after he killed someone. He did a murder, which is why they put him away. And he wouldn't talk to anyone. He would just keep looking at words. He had a tremendous library of reference books, some of which the people who wanted to make the dictionary couldn't get other copies of. And so they didn't go and talk to him. They sent the widow of the man he killed to go and talk to him.
What did she say? What was her?
I think when you're a widow in the past, you don't really have any good means of income. So I have sort of a feeling she didn't necessarily have the means to really think about whether she wanted to.
Mm-hmm. But
So-
what did she say when she got to him? What was the outcome of their meeting?
There is no record of exactly what they spoke about, but I do know that for years, perhaps, she would be the go-between, talking to him about some of the more fiddly words that they wanted to put in the first dictionary.
Why, of all human beings, would she be the person that has to talk to word murderer?
He was the only person that would
The
people would
worderer.
talk to. But they did stop contact with him altogether when one time when she went to go visit him, he cut off his own penis during the meeting. And then they sort of called it at that. No more.
Maybe not helpful.
It's not worth it if you're going to be doing that.
He can't do that again.
He definitely can't do it again. You're right. But I think
So-
it definitely shows that his head's not in the right place to be conducting research meetings.
Yeah, he's distracted. Definitely.
It's 100.
If someone's cut,
It's 100% inappropriate, I would say, to do that.
if someone is
At the
cutting
very
off
least.
their own genitals, I'd say they're not giving 100% to the meeting.
They're distracted. Like, how do you even arrive at that idea if you're actually listening to what we're talking about? Hi, Bird. Was it a good bums? We haven't found the warden, but we have had we have read a little bit of J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye, and now we're reading The Hunger Games.
Would you like me to read some more?
Yeah, I want to hear more about these flesh eaters.
Even though trespassing in the woods is illegal and poaching carries the severest of penalties, more people would risk it if they had the weapons. But most are not bold enough to venture out with just a knife. My bow is a rarity, crafted by my father along with a few others that I keep well hidden in the woods, carefully wrapped in waterproof covers. My father could have made good money selling them, but if the officials found out, he would have been publicly executed for inciting a rebellion. Most of the peacekeepers turn a blind eye to the few of us who hunt, because they're as hungry for fresh meat as anybody is. In fact, they're among our best customers. But the idea that someone might be arming the seam would never have been allowed. In the fall, a few brave souls sneak into the woods to harvest apples, but always in sight of the meadow. Always close enough to run back to the safety of District 12 if trouble arises. District 12, where you can starve to death in safety, I mutter. Then I glance quickly over my shoulder. Even here, in the middle of nowhere, you worry someone might overhear you.
Hang on. So this is a teenager living in a completely oppressive dystopia.
We're assuming
where-
so, yeah. From the executions.
I'm not doing a huge amount of reading between the lines here. I think this is a place where there is a surveillance government in addition to many other hazards. And she's saying,
Flesh eaters.
she's just saying out loud, this place sucks. And then being like, uh-oh.
That's very teen, though.
That might have been a stupid thing to do. Do you think as a teen, living in like 1984, you'd be like, Big Brother's a fucking idiot? Do you think you'd say that, or do you think you'd be like, not worth it? It's not actually worth it.
I think the most likely people to say it would be teens.
So do you think
know?
in 1984 all the prisons are full of teens?
No, I think the
Just
schools
a
would
whole
get them.
prison, a massive prison industrial complex, and it's just teens who are just going, this place sucks, and the wardens are like, stop saying it, just say you'll support the war with Oceania. Just say I hate Oceania now. They'd be saying, no, that's stupid, you're lying, that's stupid. The whole premise of 1984 is completely destroyed by remembering about teenagers.
That's cringe.
That's
I'm
stupid.
not saying I hate Oceania. That's
Yeah, I don't
cringe.
care about the chocolate ration. Shut up. Film me all you like. I don't care. Yeah, record this, idiot. Yeah, I
Big
love
Brother's-
rats, actually.
All Big Brother says is cap.
I know, I don't know this. I don't know Cap either. I don't know
It's the
Farmer
opposite of a
Games. I
fact.
don't know Farmer Games. Don't know Cap or Lie. Cap or Truth.
Well, whose fault is it that you don't know Farmer Games? Hmm?
I think yours. I think it's yours.
How? Explain how it's my fault.
Excluding me.
How? I said, would you like to play Farmer Games? And you said, no.
Yeah, and then we didn't play Farmer Games.
Physician,
So that's
exclude
sort of- and
yourself.
physician wouldn't exclude themselves.
Last thing a physician would do.
A physician wants to get involved.
Well, we've got some more context in the book actually about teens.
Teens. Yeah, fine. Let's learn about teens.
When I was younger, I scared my mother to death the things I would blurt out about District 12, about the people who rule our country, Panem, from the far-off city called the capital. Eventually, I understood that this would only lead us to more trouble, so I learned to hold my tongue and to turn my features into an indifferent mask so that no one could ever read my thoughts. Do my work quietly in school, make only polite small talk in the public market, discuss little more than trades in the hob, which is the black market where I make most of my money. Even at home, where I'm less pleasant, I avoid discussing tricky topics like the
Even at
reaping.
home where I'm less pleasant. That's big teen. That's the biggest teen sentence I've ever heard.
This is teen central.
The idea of being a teenager and that being a separate part of growing up is quite recent. I believe so. I think the invention of the teenager was like early, mid 20th century. And I also think that the concept of childhood really only had its roots in the Victorian era. Before that, a child was just conceived of as just quite a small guy. But the idea that this is like a completely separate stage of development and they need to be treated exceptionally differently in order to like safeguard that development. Relatively new idea, I think. Obviously, babies is not a culturally new idea.
Even at home, where I'm less pleasant, I avoid discussing tricky topics like the reaping, or food shortages, or the Hunger Games.
Whoop, that's the book.
Turn
That's the
the
title of the
camera.
book. Yeah.
Prim might begin to repeat my words, and then where would we be? In the woods waits the only person with whom I can be myself, Gale. I can feel the muscles in my face relaxing, my pace quickening as I climb the hills to our place, a rock ledge overlooking a valley. A thicket of berry bushes protects it from unwanted eyes. The sight of him waiting there brings on a smile. Gale says I never smile, except in the woods. Hey, Catnip, says Gale. My real name is Katniss, but when I first told him, I had barely whispered it, so he thought I'd said Catnip. Then, when this crazy lynx started following me around the woods looking for handouts, it became his official nickname for me. I finally had to kill the lynx because he scared off game. I almost regretted it, because he wasn't bad company, but I got a decent price for his pelt. Look what I shot! Gale holds up a loaf of bread with an arrow stuck in it, and I laugh. It's real bakery bread, not the flat, dense loaves we make from our grain rations. I take it in my hands, pull out the arrow, and hold the puncture in the crust to my nose, inhaling the fragrance that makes my mouth flood with saliva. Fine bread like this is for special occasions. Still warm, I say. He must have been at the bakery at the crack of dawn to trade for it. What did it cost you? Just a squirrel. Think the old man was feeling sentimental this morning, says Gale. Even wished me luck. Well, we all feel a little closer today, don't we? I say, not even bothering to roll my eyes. Prim left us a cheese. I pull it out. His expression brightens at the treat. Thank you, Prim. We'll have a real feast.
Is this like
Suddenly
a last meal? People are just giving them a last meal because they're going to get Hunger Games.
Yeah, because they could get Hunger Games.
What would be your last meal? Do you have a last meal in mind for when you go on death row? Do you think you will? Do you think
I
you
think they
will
will.
die
I
from
think
execution?
I think eventually
do
the
go.
lawyers will. Yeah, I mean, I'm on the 8th Circuit now. I don't think they'll be able to get another postponement.
Exactly. And I think you don't want to die of old age anyway.
No, I always said when I grow up, I don't want to die of old age.
That was my first words.
Well,
Don't let it be old age.
While you
Don't
were
let
putting the cats in the
entropy take them.
toilet.
Yeah, I was saying it. I was screaming it at the cats. I'm saving you. I'm saving you from entropy, I was saying.
Yeah, I heard prison was a good place to do audiobooks.
Prison's probably got good acoustics.
Kilmainham Gaol's lovely. What a shame. Lovely building used for prison. I'm glad they filmed the Paddington movies there now.
And is it still a prison as well, or are they just Paddington movies?
No, just Paddington movies. They stopped. Now I've got an accent to do actually.
Oh yeah.
Suddenly he falls into a capital accent as he mimics Effie Trinket, the maniacally upbeat woman who arrives once a year to read out the names at the reaping.
How are you going to come up with a capital accent?
What should this capital accent be? Well, I thought chat could have a punt.
Yeah.
Since they like giving me accents to do.
Well, while they answer, I don't think I got an answer from you about your last meal.
Oh, my last meal. Oh yeah. Do you know what? I really like a Chinese.
Oh yeah. Which one?
There is one which my family's went to for like special occasions. And I think being executed, it counts as a special occasion. It's like an inverse birthday.
I
So
think it's
probably
bigger
get
than a
that.
birthday. Your execution is bigger than your birthday.
Okay, this probably goes up there with the Serena Williams opinion, right? But as my most controversial opinion. But I don't think you should say. So like last year there was a post which was like, this is Charles Dickens' 100th birthday, right? And I feel like you shouldn't get any more birthdays after you die. That's it. You can mark the anniversary of their death. You can say they were born this many years ago, but you don't say, oh, this person who died, they get another birthday. That's ridiculous, right?
You're right. Well, the birthday is just the day they. It's just a birthday is just a birth date.
Yeah, but you accrue them, right? You say this is my 18th, this is my 20th birthday.
Yeah, this is how
And then-
many birth dates have occurred since my first birth date.
But Charles Dickens has not been around for his 120th birthday. He hasn't gotten that birthday. That birthday lays unclaimed.
No, it's the day. You're not celebrating the aging.
No,
You're celebrating the anniversary of the date. People don't even age uniformly. People who go to space, or people who spend a lot of time caving, people who spend a lot of time outdoors versus people who spend a lot of time indoors, they age very differently. So it's not a celebration of some uniform unit of individual decay. It's a celebrating the calendar, and the calendar exists and moves forward regardless of whether the flesh
Persists.
being was born. Yeah, the flesh can die, but the calendar lives on. That's why people like the calendar more than they like the person.
Is that so?
It's a theory.
Saint Laub gets it. Saint Laub gets it. We're just gonna have to agree to disagree.
I have asked the AI what accent do the people from the Capitol and the Hunger Games have, and it has answered there is no definitive answer to this question, as it depends on what will make you happy. However,
Oh my god.
some people who have an accent in the Capitol and the Hunger Games include people from the UK, Ireland, and Australia. So you've been sort of hemmed in there.
Cool.
People spend
So
a lot
somewhere
of time caving. Yeah, there's a lot of radiation in caves. Spend too long in a cave, you've lost. You're basically 5 years older. Spend an afternoon in a cave, you're 5 years older.
do you get 5 extra birthdays while you're in the cave? Like as soon as you're in the cave?
Well, no, that's my point, right? Because we're not celebrating the age. We're not celebrating the decay. We're celebrating the calendar.
I'll never celebrate the calendar.
You have been unknowingly celebrating a calendar.
I'm never having another birthday. Calendars were made by Hallmark.
I think you
To
shoot
sell
yourself in the foot
dates.
with. I think you're doing yourself a lot of damage. I think you're cutting your nose off to spite your face, and you're going to regret it long term. You're going to want.
I
those
hate my
birthdays
nose.
back.
I hate my nose. I think my face would be better without it. Off it goes. I feel like the guy who knows a lot of letters, knows a lot of words.
Yeah, come in
you're-
one day to
and
talk
you're-
to the widow, and now he's cutting
And
his
you're,
nose off.
you're the widow of the person I killed.
Yeah. Sorry, we don't need more words for the dictionary today. Now that you've cut your own nose off.
You've come in here and I'm like, that's it. Nose is coming off. I can't
Yeah.
stand this anymore.
It's a nose off day. Sorry, it's just a nose off day today. Stand back. Stand behind the splash guard.
Well, you'd have the plastic now for COVID, so you probably wouldn't get hit.
Hi, King of Time. You've simultaneously missed a lot and nothing. I think it doesn't really matter.
Back to the Hunger Games, I guess. I almost forgot. Happy Hunger Games! He plucks a few blackberries from the bushes around us. And may the odds! Tosses a berry in a high arc towards me. I catch it in my mouth and break the delicate skin with my teeth. The sweet tartness explodes across my tongue. Be over with your favour! I finish with equal verve. We have to joke about it because the alternative is to be scared out of your wits. Besides, the capital accent is so affected, almost anything sounds funny in it. That would have been helpful. I watch as Gale pulls out his knife and slices the bread. He could be my brother. Straight black hair, olive skin, we even have the same grey eyes. But we're not related, at least not closely. Most of them are families who work the mines resemble each other this way. That's why my mother and Prim, with their light hair and blue eyes, always look out of place. They are. My mother's parents were part of the small merchant class that caters to officials, peacekeepers, and the occasional scene customer. They ran an apothecary shop in the nicer part of District 12. Since almost no one can afford doctors, apothecaries are our healers. My father got to know my mother because on his hunts he would sometimes collect medicinal herbs and sell them to her shop to be brewed into remedies. She must have really loved him to leave her home for the scene. I try to remember that when all I see is the woman who sat by, blank and unreachable, while her children turned to skin and bones. I try to forgive her for my father's sake, but to be honest, I'm not the forgiving type. Gale spreads the bread slices with the soft goat cheese, carefully placing a basil leaf on each while I strip the bushes of their berries. We settle back in a nook in the rocks. From this place, we are invisible, but have a clear view of the valley, which is teeming with summer life. Greens to gather, roots to dig, fish iridescent in the sunlight. The day is glorious with the blue sky and soft breeze. The food's wonderful, with the cheese seeping into the warm bread and the berries bursting in our mouths. Everything would be perfect if this really was a holiday. If all the day off meant was roaming the mountains with Gale, hunting for tonight's supper. But instead, we have to be standing in the square at 2 o'clock, waiting for the names to be called out. We could do it, you know, Gale says quietly. What? I ask. Leave the district, run off, live in the woods. You and I, we could make it, says Gale. I don't know how to respond. The idea is so preposterous. If we didn't have so many kids, he adds quickly. They're not our kids, of course, but they might as well be. Gale's 2 little brothers and a sister, Prim. And you may as well throw in our mothers too, because how would they live without us? Who would fill those mouths that are always asking for more? With both of us hunting daily, there were still nights when game has to be swapped for lard or shoelaces or wool. Still nights when we go to bed with our stomachs growling. I never want to have kids, I say. I might, if I didn't live here, says Gale. But you do, I say, irritated. Forget it. He snaps back. This conversation feels all wrong. Leave? How could I leave Prim, who's the only person in the world I'm certain I love? And Gale is devoted to his family. We can't leave, so why bother talking about it? And even if we did, where did all this stuff about having kids come from? There's never been anything romantic between Gale and me. When we met, I was a skinny 12-year-old, and although he was only 2 years older, he already looked like a man. It's been a long time for us to even become friends, to stop haggling over every trade and begin helping each other out. Oh, that's a shame. They're having a nice time.
Hasn't really explained what the Hunger Games are yet.
I guess it'll be a surprise.
You think you open the book and you go, oh, it's the Hunger Games. And then you go in and you're like, this is the teenagers talking. This is the teenagers chat. Where are these games?
First line, welcome to the Hunger Games. Second line, these are what the Hunger Games are.
Well, is that bad? That sounds good.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that's what you expect.
I think you're saying it like it's silly to expect that. I think that would be perfectly good. Welcome to the Hunger Games. This is what the Hunger Games are.
Okay,
You probably bought this book because you're interested in the Hunger Games. Well, here's what they are.
I'm going to quickly do some rewrites, okay, on the Hunger Games, and I'm going to rewrite
It should be written logically, I think.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't call something. Why bury the lead like this? Just to get the word count up.
Okay. Hang fire. Let me. Okay, I've rewritten the entirety of the Hunger Games. Okay, you ready?
It's going to be too short now, I think.
You'll probably like this. You'll love this. According to you, you will love this.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think you're going to be wrong. I think I'm not going to love it. I think I'm going to be lampooned.
Setting. The Hunger Games trilogy takes place in an unspecified future time.
No,
in a dystopian
no.
What?
No,
I'm doing what you want. If
It's
this is how
wrong
you'd like.
in several ways. It's wrong in several ways. One, I don't want a definition of the book. I want it to be written in universe. Obviously, it should still be fiction. The idea that it's in an unspecified future, I think it's probably specified in universe.
Alright, did you not like that?
It can open
Just
with a
wish that-
salutation. It doesn't need to be that formal. It could open with a.
That was okay. So that's issue 2. Issue 1.
Yeah, issue 1 is it needs to be in universe. It's not a description of the book, because then how could Hunger Games? All that Hunger Games is a description of some other book that doesn't exist. Hunger Games has to behave like Hunger Games is real.
My stomach hurt.
I knew I was going to get lampooned. The moment you said you'd rewritten it, and I, checked the time, and I thought, 20 seconds? There's no way. It's very improbable that Catbox has written an entire book. But I heard you out. You hadn't come close.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's my fault.
Now.
I still think it would be a good... Do you not understand what I'm saying? It's called the Hunger Games. We haven't seen a single Hunger Game.
Would you like me to get a Google Doc up?
Yeah, I think I would.
Okay. Google Doc. Okey-doke. In, please. To Google. New. And do you think I could share this Google Doc in the chat, and then everyone can write the Hunger Games, and I can read it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I want to hear the Hunger Games, but I don't want to hear this other stuff. This is extraneous.
Okay, here's the Google Doc.
I think
I'll get started.
I think they think I'm so wrapped up in human drama. The only way that the Hunger Games could be palatable to me is if it's put through an excessively human lens.
But you can handle the facts, right?
I'm mentally strong, you see. So I can just take in pure facts. And maybe they think, oh, you can't handle just pure facts. You'll get bored. No, not me.
Oh, sorry. I need to give everyone editor permissions. Sorry, guys. Right.
Disregard that link. New link coming in.
New link. New link just dropped. There you go. Looks good. I see clicks already.
Well, do you just want to read it out as it's coming in, and I can give live feedback? Because I know what I want, right? I'm the consumer now. I'm the customer.
Okay. Well, I got the first line. I got the first line started.
Yeah.
Hello there.
That's
I am a
nice.
team.
Well, I don't. Okay. I don't want to come across as overly critical, but I think it's likely I'll have something to say about every sentence. But can I just say, and again, this is maybe just to preemptively push back on the possible reputation I might gain while feeding back that I'm sort of a grump and I don't like any sentence. Is hello there its own sentence? And if so, what does the sentence end with?
No, hello there is finishes with a comma, and then it says I am a teen in a parenthetical clause, and then welcome to the Hunger Games, it says.
Okay. I thought I was going to be able to give full marks to hello there, but now obviously I can't. I don't like this first sentence.
How would you like the sentence to change?
Well, I don't think the first sentence should have a nested clause.
Okay, yeah. What would you like the comma to be replaced with then?
Yeah, just hello there, exclamation mark.
Hello there, exclamation mark. Right.
Yeah, and we're done. A salutation should stand alone. This is
Cool.
This is 101.
Second line. I am a teen.
Well,
Welcome to the Hunger Games.
okay. I have more issues to say about I am a teen. Well, can we get welcome to the Hunger Games as a standalone sentence?
Yeah. Hello there. I am a teen.
Full stop.
Welcome to the Hunger Games. Full stop.
Yes, so I just want to zoom in on this I am a teen.
Mm-hmm.
Do teenagers call themselves teens?
Well, we haven't seen anything else.
I'm lost. I can't see anything.
Are you looking at the dock now? Or are you in there? Oh,
no,
you're in the cave.
I'm deep in a cave and have been for over an hour.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay.
Oh, there's a... Okay, well, there's an illustration now. It's a lovely picture of an elephant.
How many people are in the dock?
There's about 7 people in the dock at the moment. I can
How
keep
much-
reading, by the way.
How much activity is there in the dock?
People are writing at a feverish pace.
Okay, you'd better get reading. But I am going to stop. I am going to stop for... I am going to stop for feedback a lot. I just want it to be the best it can be. It's very important to get the opening lines right, so I'm going to give them more scrutiny.
Well, that was... so far, we've reviewed all that I've written, right? Which is as follows. Hello there, I am a teen. Welcome to the Hunger Games.
Yes, and can we just
you've
say...
had something to say about every section of what I've written.
Yes, so we are going to advance at a very slow pace.
Yeah. Well,
so do teens call themselves teens?
I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. This is a fantasy
I don't
world.
know. Said in this.
We're limited only by our imaginations. Can you imagine a teen identifying themselves as a teen?
No.
Oh, Anonymous Leopard has made a little change there. It now reads, "Hello there. I would call myself a teen. Welcome to the Hunger Games."
Yeah. All right. I'll back down completely. That's good. That's good stuff. New edition made. Hello there. I would call myself a teen. I would call adults absolute shitheads. Welcome to the Hunger Games. I don't like that. I don't think that's good. We've got some questions coming in. Okay, Buzz Josie and Fluffweeze are asking. Yeah, everyone is rewriting the Hunger Games because I had a criticism of how it was written. Yeah, I was. All right, let me explain. I had this criticism of the Hunger Games that it was telling us a lot about these teenagers and it wasn't telling us anything about the Hunger Games. And I think it should just focus on the Hunger Games first. And now it's being rewritten to do that. So, Catbox, can you read out what we have so far?
Yes. Hello there. I would call myself a teen. I would call adults absolute shitheads.
I take an issue with that.
Okay, what would you like to change about that?
Just get rid of it.
Okay, that's it.
Put a strike through. I think you can get a strike through with Alt Shift 5 or something like that.
I've turned on editing. I've turned on inline editing, so it's set up as a possible edit there.
Okay.
Welcome to the Hunger Games, brought to you by Nestle. The capital all spelling. People look at me, and I stick my middle finger up at them. JK, I wouldn't do that. I'd get tortured to death. Teens aren't allowed here in the future.
Hang on, pause. pause. I think this
Yeah.
is showing how deep this trend goes in young adult fiction.
Mhm.
Once again, we're narrowing in on this teen and what the teen does and what the teen thinks. What are the Hunger Games? It's the same problem. Stop telling me about the teen. It's like you can't write the Hunger Games without it just being about a teenager. What are they?
I can't believe we fell into the same trap.
It was the one thing the rewrite was supposed to address.
It was the one thing we didn't want to happen. Okay. It's from the top.
Yeah, we're going to do a lot of rewrites.
Hello there. I would call myself a teen.
Don't like that. Just go, hello, welcome to the Hunger Games. I don't want to know if you call yourself a teen. What's that got to do with the Hunger Games? I'm gone. I'm gone. I've lost my mind.
There's so much good stuff here that we're not getting to.
And what's the stuff about?
I don't know. I could just see words appearing.
Is it about a teen or is it about a Hunger Games?
It seems to be about the Hunger Games. It's all about the Hunger Games, actually.
Let me look. I'm coming in.
No, you're not allowed to
I'm
look.
not allowed. I'm not allowed. All right.
Okay,
Stay in
you
the
can
cave.
look. You can look. No, you can look. I think it's funny if you can look.
I've got to go to bed soon, so I've got to look. We're never going to get through it. Okay, let me come and take a peek.
I'm just worried it makes me redundant. I know I've not read a lot lately, but...
Is the Hunger Games... I'm just going to ask the AI. Is the Hunger Games about games, or is it about a teen?
This is really funny.
There is no definitive answer to this question, as it depends on what will make you happy. However, some people who may have thought the Hunger Game was about a teen may have changed their mind after reading the book.
Fair play. New intro just dropped. New
Okay, what's
introductory
the new
paragraph.
intro?
Hello, Sean. I know you're reading this or having this be read to you.
Trust me, it's not just for me. This is for mass release.
Let me tell you one thing.
Okay.
You will never know what the Hunger Games are. It will elude you for the rest of your days. You will die with the wish of the Hunger Games on your lips. You will never know satisfaction. Hello, welcome to the Hunger Games. I would call myself a teen, but that's irrelevant.
And this is all chapter 1. That wasn't like a preface.
This is introduction. Chapter 1 starts 3 paragraphs down.
Can you do a word count on this doc? I feel like it's...
Yeah. How do I do word counts on these nowadays?
Tools?
Word count. There you go. 616 words.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. That's the dedication. That was the dedication.
I see.
When I am hungry, as teens are prone to be, I play a game. Welcome to the Hunger Games. A popular young adult trilogy brought to you by Nestle.
No.
The Hungry Games are...
Stop. The books... we're rewriting the Hunger Games, so it can't refer to the Hunger Games like it's a book.
Fantasy, Sean. Open your mind.
Name one of the fantasy that refers to its own book in itself.
House of Leaves.
All right, continue.
The Hunger Games. The Hungry Games are, as you would imagine, a fight against authority. Have you ever played Hungry Hippos? They are a bit like that, but also with a bit of Connect 4 mixed in. The capital of people look at me, and I stick my middle finger up at them. JK, I wouldn't do that. I get tortured to death. Teens aren't allowed here in the future. We have to call ourselves non-adults, which we shorten to nodults for fun. Fun is also illegal here, but I am a cool rebel teen. I like to shoot loaves of fancy bakery bread. And then we have a child's drawing of an elephant in crayon, under which it says, Figure 1, me, a teen. Gale was another teenager. He spent his days in the woods putting arrows into loaves of bread. In case you weren't aware, arrows are a vital part of a teenager's diet, as their pointy arrowheads aid digestion. His favourite novel is J.D. Salinger's The Catcher in the Rye. The Catcher in the Rye is a novel by J.D. Salinger, partially published in serial form in 1945 and 46, and as a novel in 1951. It was originally intended for adults, but is often read by adolescents for its themes of angst, alienation, and as a critique of the superficiality in society. It has been translated widely. About 1 million copies are sold each year, with total sales of more than 65 million books. The novel's protagonist, Holden Caulfield, has become an icon for teenage rebellion. The novel also deals with complex issues: innocence, identity, belonging, loss, connection, sex, and depression. I particularly connect with Salinger's love of the cheeky girls. Although I often wonder which of the girls he would like most to date. Chapter 1. Would you like to play a game? Gale said, hungrily. I obviously knew what he was talking about because of the many hungry games we play. Chapter 2. Exterior, the capital.
What are the games? What are they? What? Nothing's trying to tell me what they are. What are the Hunger Games?
We might get there.
It's just about it's just teens.
The oppressive sound of the massed army boots marching resonates off the glittering buildings. The opulence dripping from the windows and doors as the ruling class parade around in their finery, a stark contrast to the tawdry and dull rags we, the teens, wear out in the districts. I wonder if these grown-ups have ever known hunger, or even been teens once in their lives. Oh, I'm fine. I need to take a run up for this line. Oh, it's been moved. Who moved it?
The sands
None
are
of these
shifting
people
between your feet.
would willingly kiss Mick Lynch. Oh. Okay. It's now dedicated to my mole at the start. That's just nice.
That is nice.
Chapter 3. When I, a teen, wake up, the other side of the bed is cold. My hungry fingers stretch out, seeking Prim's warmth, but finding only the rough canvas cover of the mattress. She must have had bad dreams about the Hunger Games. Great opportunity here to elaborate, but the author has missed that opportunity and climbed in with our mother. Of course she did. This is the day of the reaping. The reaping is about Hunger Games, not a farming practice. Oh, there's a new drawing. It's another crayon drawing. And it seems to be a girl walking in a town, and it's raining, and there's a balloon. And underneath it says Figure 2, District 12.
I'm having a lot of trouble with this.
Would you like a link to look now?
How much prose is left?
We've only got about 3 more bits of chapter 3, 3 more sentences. It's not much.
Yeah, let's finish off the prose and then we'll
Okay.
go take a look for ourselves.
As a teenager, my disdain for authority is second only to my hungriness. To me, hunger is no game. But to the Hunger Games, hunger is a game, which is kind of ironic if you think about it. And isn't being a teenager perhaps the hungriest of all the games? And that is the story of the Hunger Games. Brackets, but it was all a dream.
Thank you very much. Claps in the chat for all our authors for rewriting the Hunger Games and sending my brain to space.
There is an epilogue. There is an epilogue just popped in.
Yeah.
Call me Ishmael.
Oh,
Some years ago, never mind how long precisely, having little or no money in my purse and nothing particular to interest me on shore, I thought I would sail about a little and see the watery part of the world. It is a way I have of driving off the spleen and regulating the circulation. Whenever I find myself growing grim about the mouth, whenever it's a damp, drizzly November in my soul, whenever I find myself involuntarily pausing before coffin warehouses and bringing up the rear of every funeral I meet, and especially whenever my hypos get such an upper hand of me that it requires a strong moral principle to prevent me from deliberately stepping into the street and methodically knocking people's hats off, then I account it high time Toz get to sea as soon as I can. This is my substitute for pistol and ball. With
it's
a
quite a long
philosophical
epilogue,
flourish.
isn't it?
Yeah, it keeps going.
Yeah, okay.
With a philosophical flourish, Cato throws himself upon his sword. I quietly take to the ship. There is nothing surprising in this. If they but knew it, almost all men in their degree, some time or other, cherish very nearly the same feelings towards the ocean with me. But mostly, my hunger, brackets games, and being a teenager. And then there's a crayon drawing of a whale.
I really thought you were just reading live from Moby Dick. It didn't
No,
occur
this
to me that genuinely had been pasted in with one Hunger Games joke at the end.
Oh, also, the Hunger Games are an annual event in which 2 teenagers from each district are selected at random to partake in a meal. The winner, i.e. the last teenager eating, wins extra food for their district, I think. I don't remember the hungriness that well. I'm gonna cap this off with the end.
That was incredible. I think that's one
Well
of the
done.
best books I've ever had read to me. Let's just take a little look here. I just want to see the images.
Well done, everyone.
This is figure 1, me, a teen. Very nice. This is district. This is district. Don't know. And then this is the whale. This is
The
Ishmael.
whale from Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games whale. Well, thank you very much for rewriting the Hunger Games based on my specification that it shouldn't focus too much on teens.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you also for sort of putting callbacks in for everything we've spoken about over the last 3 hours.
Nice,
which I-
narratively, that was
I
strong.
did really appreciate. This is the first bit of content for Z Machine issue 2. We're definitely going to save it and keep it lying around. Maybe we could put in something. Thank you to Catbox for reading a few paragraphs from Catcher in the Rye and a good old chunk of the Hunger Games, and then the entirety of the Hunger Games rewrite.
You're very welcome. I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
And this was looking for the warden in Minecraft as dictated by an AI. Another successful stream. This is what the AI told us to do, and this is what we've got. Thanks, AI. Can we have a little puppy just to round off another successful stream? I think we earned it.
Oh, turn on the stream audio. Listen to those lovely puppies.
Everyone deserves a bit of the puppy. Hi SK, I hope your Dungeons & Dragons sessions went very well. We've also been doing a little bit of collaborative storytelling. And I'm going to post this in the Discord in just a moment. If you're not already in our Discord and you've been hanging out and having a laugh, you could always pop in there and say hello and meet a small community of friendly misfits. I am going to get ready to go and be in bed. Thank you so much for the company. Thank you for contributing to this thing. Thank you to Catbox for big help and co-hosting. I will see you all soon. I just posted out the first round of the original zine today. They've been sent off to anyone who'd ordered them before today. Good chunk has gone out. If anyone wants any more, please let me know. And goodbye. I'm going to find a little place to send on a raid. It's Friday night. Maybe some people want to stay up. Maybe some people are going to burn the nighttime wax. Who's about? Not really that many people for Friday night. Maybe I'll just say goodnight. I need to start following more accounts. Okay, everyone. Good night. See you soon. And goodbye.